Okay, I'll show you a fast and easy way to make a Google form. So when you're in My Drive, you go here to the Create button and choose Form. The first thing you should do is look at these settings in the upper area and decide whether or not you want people to sign in. If you want to automatically collect their SAS username, you're going to want to require sign in and check this. If that's not really something that you need to know, I would suggest just unchecking both of these to make it easier for people to fill in the form. Next thing you should do is give your form a title. And if you want to include any kind of a description or some information that your surveyors need, you can fill that in here. The form will give you 2 sample questions right off the bat, and so you can go in here and change this. If you want to ask what is your name, you can. Let's see, question type, you have a bunch of choices. Text gives you a small area to write in. If you change it to paragraph, you'll notice that the area to write in gets bigger. So if it's a longer answer, you'll want paragraph. Multiple choice is exactly that, and you put your choices in here. And you can only choose one answer in a multiple choice, whereas checkboxes will allow you to choose more than one. So you can test these out and see if it works the way that you want it to work. Choose from a list is the same as multiple choice. It just gives a drop-down list like this. So it's just a slightly different way that it looks. Scale would be things like you want to know on a scale from 1 to 5, how do you feel about such and such? And you can label the 1 to 5. Grid is very similar to scale. It will give many different lines of scales. So once you have the question the way that you want it, you click Done. You can decide whether you want to make it a required question. It means that the user cannot submit the form without answering the question. And you can go on to sample question 2. If you go over here on the right hand side, there's a little pencil button that allows you to edit the question. We'll do a multiple choice for this one, so you can see what it looks like. Done. And then I'm done with my form. Say if you want to add another question, you go up here to the upper left and you can add an item. You can also add headers, section headers, if you need to group your questions, or a page break that goes to another page. So you can experiment with that. When you're ready to send this out to people to take, you have a few options. One is email this form. So if you have all of their email addresses, you can paste them in here. Alternately, you could email this to yourself and then forward it on, and then forward it to who it needs to go to. Another way that you could do that is this link down here at the bottom, this blue one. If you copy and paste this link, you can send it or post it somewhere else where you can post a link. So that the important thing is that you use this blue link down at the bottom, not this link up here at the top. So once you save your form and you've emailed it out, let's say you've got several people who've taken this form, what you'll need to do is go to your My Drive, find your form, click on it, and what you'll get will be the spreadsheet of information of people filling it out. If you want to go back in and edit your form at this stage, if you go up here to Form and then Edit Form, you can edit it here. Also, if you go to Show Summary of Responses, you'll get a nice summary, and since I don't have any responses yet, I'm not seeing anything, but you'll have a nice summary of the responses that you have received. And that's the quick and easy way to make a form.